How do you create a character fast? Here are the essential features in order to create a character. A character needs a goal, relationships, and stories in order to anchor her to the world she evolves in. Her goal is threefold in its origins. Her needs define her goal, her behavior translate her goal, and her quirks display her goal. The kind of relationship she develops also is threefold. All characters she will meet will have a function, a role, and eventually a class. The character is anchored into the world into which she evolved by stories. A basis of 3 stories per character is essential in order to allow her to evolve consistently. What are the 3 main components of relationships? Each character establishes relationships in order to grow. These relationships are threefold. Each character has a function in the story. Each character has a role in the world, and each character has a class in the organization. The function is the most common kind of classification of characters. You have protagonists and antagonists mainly, and as secondary characters or support characters you have deuteragonists, triagonists, allies, and opponents. These are the functions of the character. As the story evolves, these functions may be revealed, they may develop, or they may change as the character shifts of alignment. The role of the character is different. A role is defined by what the character will do in the world, what she will wish to do, what's her goal, and how her goal will evolve, as well as her behavior. Class is a last aspect of relationship. The class is defined by the profession of the character, the status of the character, or the rank of the character. It can be multiple combinations of any of these 3 factors. In order to create characters easily, we'll use a set of 12 archetypes. Here are the 6 first. The solver, the leader, the rival, the protector, the sponsor, and the builder. Each of these archetypes are linked toward one another. They have affinities. Each archetype is tightly linked to the archetypes immediately close to it. For example, the solver works better with the leader and the builder. But there's also a clockwise sense to follow. The solver will support the leader better than the solver could support the builder. Here, a builder will better support the solver. Each of these rules has a main orientation. The solver searches. She tries to solve problems. The leader orients. She's bound to make decisions. The rival catalyzes the team. It's her role to ensure the advancement of the team through the story. The protector stands for the team. The sponsor secures the team's assets and positions. She will defend her actual property and also ideals, much like the protector, but for more immaterial reasons. And finally, the builder studies. She tries to find solution, much like the solver. However, the builder is much more concerned into implementing these solutions than the solver is. Each of these rules can be paired with another. For example, the builder will be paired with the solver as they have the highest degree of affinity. Where the solver finds ideas, the builder is charged to implement these ideas. The rival will be paired with the protector, where the rival acts in order for the team to advance The protector will defend the actual position of the team. The leader will be paired with the sponsor, where the leader decides where the team should go. The sponsor decides what's the most appropriate position for the team actually. All these pairs are complementary. The three first roles of the archetype quadrant are the impulse roles. They move the team. They make choices so that the team can advance faster. The solver is defined by her focus. She is the most focused character of the team, which can cause her to be quite covert and excessively focus on the problem she has to solve, making her forget the other member of the team. She is solely motivated by the process, discovering a process, elaborating processes in order to solve other problems, and linking the process that have worked and those that haven't worked. Her main quirk or symbol is the notebook. The leader is devoted to her team, which may conduce her to be sacrificial. She is solely motivated by achievement. The leader wants her team to act, to evolve. Her symbol is the crown. The rival, finally, is relentless, which may conduce her to be reckless. Her main motivation is change. The rival is a catalyst. Her symbol is the sword. Each of these characters' motivation is directly linked to the symbol which represents them. The three remaining archetypes of the role quadrant are the stability role. They ensure that the team is able to continue by making it more steady. The protector, his main quality is to be endurant, which may conduce us to be a little rough. She can be seen as maybe emotionless or stern, distant from the other party members. Her main motivation is safety, and her symbol is the armor. The sponsor is the most resilient character in the team, which leads her to have no real weaknesses. Her main motivation is leaving a legacy, and her symbol is the case. This character will often find contracts and partnership for the party. She will help the party develop, but more steadily than the leader or the rival. She's often slower and more thoughtful. The builder is inventive, which is why most of the characters might perceive her as outlandish. Her main motivation is to create life, or life as she imagined it, not necessarily living biological creature, but creature which resemble life. And in this manner, she will insufflate life in her creation. Her symbol is the toolbox. Each of these archetypes will help you create characters faster. Other than the two different behavior traits, the motivation and the symbol given in this video, you will need to give each of them an origin, some other behavior traits, maybe another quirk, it's optional but it's preferred to make the character more memorable, a function, and the world in which they exist, which may be antagonistic, protagonist, deuteragonist, triagonist, support, or opponent. A class eventually, if you want to give them a profession directly linked to their role. And finally, 1 to 3 stories to anchor them into their world.